Hey folks, how's it going? It's Monday playing Minecraft with Jeffrey, Lisa, and soon to have Nix. So the emotes, the best emotes.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. No problem. All the turtles.
You're gonna do that for a whole track because I like it, but I wonder when you're done.
Uh, no, probably just at least for this section, but it's pretty cool. I like.
It would look nice of a complete track, but you finish next year, I think.
Yes. There's those cool emotes. Yeah, I thought at least this section here because it's a little bit dark. I think if I want to expand this kind of like temple area over here or not. Last stream I was just basically making tunnels going underneath the temple. But it'd be nice just to actually build out this area and kind of show it off. So I've got my lighthouse, I've got the Viking style house. Got the drop down into the depths. Harbour, stone gate, temple.
Yeah. There was one stuck in my bleeding hole.
Oh no,
I'm not got it out myself.
that's good. Can't have you choking. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was going to. The whole point of making a tunnel is that you can just drop through the temple into the underground. But I've not lined the tunnel up with the shaft in the temple. That's what I was doing the maps for actually, so I could see where each thing was.
Make a map wall.
Say again, sorry.
Make a map wall like me.
Ah, yes, good idea.
It doesn't have to be that big, but at least you can go back on.
True. This is very true. We stick it over here, maybe. Maybe at least behind the temple. This space over here is pretty nice and flat and good for building something. I'm not sure which. Oh, there I am. Okay. I think this was the map I need. Yes, because I can see the temple here. Okay, that should be. I think the tunnel I made kind of diverts slightly, which is why it's not lining up. Oh, didn't quite make this tunnel. It was here already, and I've just kind of worked on it a bit more. Yeah, because it goes off at an angle. So the temple is actually in this direction. about this block here?
Will Nick be joining us?
Hopefully. I think Nick's had a couple of things that are planning to do when they got home, so maybe they're still trying to do those. But yeah, they intend to join us. Ah, there is.
Because I was waiting till everyone's here, but you just give the message to Nick then in case they don't come up. The one says I like playing Minecraft when I'm offline.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I do realize I do not like streaming Minecraft.
Right, gotcha.
At the moment it's fine because I don't stream for like 2-3 weeks now. But
Yes.
when we start, once in a while it's okay, but I don't want it to be the standard Monday.
No.
Main reason I zone out,
Yes. Yeah.
which is a state when you have a active chat and shit.
Yeah. Becomes very easy to zone out.
And there's another reason, but
Yes.
that's for
Yeah. See if next will be a first Stardew next week.
well, if Stardew really isn't to Nick's taste, which is okay, I'm okay with another game.
Cool.
But Minecraft just not. And I
No.
don't want to decide because it's one of the. I could have gone live today because I decided this week is live.
Okay.
I'll be playing Zelda on Thursday.
Cool.
If we would have played Stardew, I probably would have gone live. Like Minecraft is a reason I'm like, oh, let's take another break.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want to have a stream break every Monday.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't mind if people are like, be it Nick or anyone else, like, oh, we did one Minecraft today. I'm fine.
Yes.
Maybe I'll take a stream break. Maybe I don't mind as much, but
Hmm.
not standardized. It's very difficult for me to stream it.
Yeah. It's certainly doesn't get as many viewers as interested.
Well, that's not my main problem. I don't. I don't mind having less viewers. It's more like also it doesn't really matter what I do. I always got the same amount of viewers. It's always
Oh, that's good.
some regulars, like mostly IRL people that like to see me. It's nice, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I just ignore them when I play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's another reason.
Of course.
But I don't know who's listening and who's not.
Yes. No, that's all fair. Probably in this direction.
Because, for example, you have a couple of more viewers than you have people in your viewers list.
Yeah.
So I don't know who can hear me, who cannot.
No, I can see my viewer lists, and sort of usually if someone's lurking, I can see, but maybe they're not logged in, and that's okay.
Some people do that. They want to like overhear conversations, so they go in incognito mode to the stream.
Ah,
But the streamer doesn't know they're there.
no.
They'll DM you.
Cool. Yes.
You know. Hot hoor. I just keep running into minecarts that are going the wrong. direction. I just wanna like to do a relaxing tour. No, I don't need to go backwards all the time.
No.
Like the 7th in like 10 minutes.
Ah,
And I'm watching your streams, so I know it's not you spamming them into my direction.
no. Yeah, we almost need like a little runoff. Like if minecarts go in one direction, they kind of run off somewhere.
Yeah. Godverdomme. Yeah, that was also Dutch, but
Yeah, I guess that
another
one.
one. Yeah, I know Light likes to make the track go both sides. Every time makes, when I don't look, makes changes so you can like have a station and it goes round and round both sides.
Yes.
But it doesn't work much because there are some drops in it, so there's a lot of cars going from A to B constantly.
Right, yeah.
That's to be one direction. Same with my other server with my friend. At some point when it's big enough, we just make it loop.
Yeah. I suppose
And
now
then
you
build more.
now you made that map, we can plan a loop a bit better now. We can actually see where
Well.
it's going.
Godverdomme, joh. Again. No, I just got past the English and the Dutch flags.
Oh,
I keep getting sent back.
yeah, that can't be much fun.
Finally, I see your Prodigy logo.
Ah, nice.
I would have been far further now.
Okay, I'm down here.
Again.
It's almost like there's a Minecraft minecart spawner or something. Just sending them down.
I wouldn't even mind if it would go the correct direction.
Yeah, yeah. And just hop onto a minecart like a train system. Let's fill that hole in. Don't need it. Okay, go back to the surface.
Very first server I had with my other friend.
Oh, yes.
I like to have a server now at the moment as well. But we had a server before that unfortunately got lost
Ah,
because his Raspberry died.
right, yeah.
He was like hosting it privately.
Yes.
It's always online. I mean, I could play that one now if I want.
Okay.
And quite stable. It's quite a strong Raspberry.
Nice. You know which one he was using?
No clue.
Because they just keep getting better and better.
I think he bought it like last November. It was new.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a version 4.
No clue.
Because they've just come out with version 5. But it could be version 5. Version 5 might have came out towards the end of last year, I think.
It's my friend that that basically got me and Lisa into piloting.
Ah,
This is the thing, he doesn't pilot.
right.
Even if he really enjoys a game and wants to support the dev,
Hmm.
he buys it just because of it, and then pilots it because he prefers to play it like locally without the hassle of like a Rockstar launcher or a
Ah, yes.
Steam launcher and shit. Like,
Yeah. And it usually runs a bit quicker because they've taken out all the extra bits.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not connecting to the internet. It's not checking for accounts or anything.
And he wrote code so that illegal versions of Cortex 3 we can play online because it makes it. He wrote the code so the game thinks what the Steam server is it's connecting to is actually his Raspberry. So it's not
Ah,
blocked because it's cracked. So as long as his Raspberry is online, I can play like local Cortex games against friends.
nice. That's really
And we
cool.
don't need Steam.
Yeah,
So he's good with computers.
yeah.
But the first server, I don't know if I told you, we were playing with like, let me think, me, Lisa, him, his girlfriend, his four, Umid 5, Wulu, another girl, a friend was 6, Poker, 8 people.
Oh wow.
8 people, and he is hosting it, you know, it's his server.
Yes.
Oh, 9 people even. We also had,
Oh.
for a little bit 10, but that was someone that got banned in like half an hour.
Ah.
I've told you about someone that stalked Umid
Oh right. Yes.
and me. That guy. He tried to contact Umid again, like a week ago.
Oh.
It messaged like it's been 2 years, and now I think we should have contact again and stuff and shit, and just kept spam calling him again, like it was like it never happened. The whole blocking and shit.
Yeah, that's not good. Hey,
No, I think
Baxter, how's it going?
Oh, hi Baxter. How are you? She's the wife of Josh Slade, I think.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday.
I think I told you how about like he's very clingy. He was clingy.
Yes.
And I knew I had to block him because this other friend that got fed up with him. Literally kicked him out of his house, like with his
Oh.
feet, you know.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Literally, like he was irritated by him, and he just literally, like he pulled him to the ground and kept kicking him until he was out.
Well,
He's
that's.
a very weak and
Hmm.
cowardly man. He's really he likes to say dumb things, but the moment you look angry or raise a fist, he crumbles already.
Yeah.
Very weak.
Yeah, I know the sort.
Yeah. And so this guy literally kicks him out of his house. And he still calls him like, yeah, when we're gonna hang out this, when we're gonna hang out that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, flash forward 8 years.
Right.
And he's been calling this guy still like because this was when I was in high school with these boys. He said, yeah, you know who I saw at the Lemon Good concert, you know, this stalker says to me. He said, no, who is it? Yeah, Tim. I said, okay. It was good. But he got married, and I was like, yeah, he's got married, so I wasn't invited, so I guess I should stop contacting him because I don't really think he's interested in contact. And then I was like, okay, then I realized, because at this point I was already fed up as well. I was like,
Yeah.
I was trying to ghost him. And then I
Yes.
was like, okay, this man, this Tim,
Hmm.
took 8 years to ghost him.
Yeah. That.
Like, this is not gonna happen. We need to do this like the hard way, just like the
Yeah.
nuclear option, just block him everywhere, like up till. In the end, I had to block him in places I didn't have him before. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't have him on Snapchat, just in case. Like,
Yeah.
his preferred username I put in a blocked list because he would make new things.
Ah. Right. Yeah.
And that's the fun thing, like, because with Umid, he blocked everywhere. He say, this is the most less empathetic person I know, IRL, and he works as a social worker for, like, mentally challenged and people and depressed
Yeah.
people and people in debt and shit. Like, anyone that needs help, he goes to their house and helps.
Ah.
He of all fucking people.
Yeah.
But since Umit, like me, had blocked him everywhere and he wanted contact last week, there was one place we didn't block him because we didn't know the thing, which
Ah,
was his working telephone. You know, his
ah,
professional telephone. He
yes.
got like paid for by his employer.
Hmm.
And I'm like, if if you really want to fuck him,
Hmm.
you just call the company and like, okay, one
Well,
of
yeah.
your employees is harassing me from a work phone.
Yeah, it becomes
Do
risky then.
something about that.
Yes. Yeah, when you start sort of using work resources to do illegal things, it's not a, it's never a good idea.
I don't think it's illegal to spam call you meet, but
If it depends if it considers to be harassment, and there's like it will fall under the
that's
harassment laws.
that's definitely true. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I how to say I got on a sidetrack here. So we had that server, and like this boy, we had a long sidetrack about. He got banned in 30 minutes because he kept
Yes.
wanting to blow people's houses up,
Yeah.
and he got banned like in the first week of 30 minutes, and the rest of like the 8 people, we play for months and months and months,
Hmm.
and two of them, both we also don't have contact with anymore,
Ah.
decided they wanted to play Minecraft alone,
Right. Yes. I think you mentioned those.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Only problem is they wanted it on our server.
Yeah.
They didn't want their own.
Hmm.
So they got angry every time we would play in the server too near them, like if we were too close.
Yeah.
And I was kept, and then we would get angry DMs like, "Stop coming near us in Minecraft." And I'm like, they like you're literally using a free service by us, like by my friend.
Hmm.
Like you could have paid what's like a paid Minecraft server, like 15 euros a month.
Yeah. It's not much at all.
No, but no, like technically we're saving you that. So
Yeah.
you want to play, go play with us in our server. If you want to play, if you don't like us, that's that's good as well. But
Yeah.
get out. Well, they didn't want that, so we kept building towards them even more, and then they kept going away more. And I had to think of that because I saw you tunneling, and they
Hmm.
went like really far away. Like when you see the map of our current world, they went like 2 times that distance away to get rid of us.
Oh wow.
And then me and my friend went underground, and we kept tunneling to them, and we filled it completely with TNT.
Nice.
Mainly because at some point we also found out like uh, because they were irritated with us, they wanted to blow up our things.
Yeah.
And we made the tunnels connected to everything we had, and filled them with dynamite. There was like kilometers of dynamite in the whole world, everything below the whole known world in that server. And that server was about 4 times this one, I swear.
Hmm.
But we were 8 people,
Yeah.
and we played every day instead of once a week. It was fairly full, completely filled.
It must be must have been quite a decent setup on the Raspberry Pi to handle that bigger server.
Yeah, it was okay, that's better.
Yeah.
But his current one's better, I think.
Yeah.
The other one died, I think, but I don't think he died of old age, but something with he moved around that time and like got bumped or something.
Yeah. It happens.
Or maybe he forgot it at his parents. I don't know, but he at some point he had to not buy a new one.
Yeah. The thing is, they're not that expensive to pick up, really.
No, they're like for what they do, they're quite cheap.
Hmm.
In my opinion, like 80 euros, and you have like something that's a decent computer, kinda.
Yeah. You can use them as servers, as you know, with Minecraft. You can use them for like media servers. If you want that host music on there,
Yeah.
make your own Spotify if you wanted to. And just connect to it from anywhere in your house.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, pretty cool things. And they were made originally just to teach children how to use computers.
Yeah.
And yeah, people use them for all kinds of things now.
And then every day after we were done playing, we would save the server.
Hmm.
We would blow up all the TNT and the whole world would explode.
Right.
And then we would put the backup back on the Raspberry and continue.
Ah.
Sometimes it was just fun to see how much destruction there would be. And it was a lot.
Hmm. I bet.
I mean, what I accidentally did some time ago, that was nothing compared to it's so much TNT. And that one I spawned on accident, but we did it all by hand.
Yeah.
Like the train track of that one was, like I said, 4 times this one, and the complete train track was followed by underground 4x4 line of TNT. And every every statue or house we built was completely TNT underneath it.
Yeah.
And it was weirdly to keep each other in check as well. Like, you wanna fuck my house, then yours will die as well.
Yeah. Mutually assured destruction.
Definitely, yes. Was a fun serve. We recreated most of our favorite things in that one, in the new one. But it's
Yeah.
not as big because we're not with 8 people, but with 5 now, I think.
Yes.
Both of the servers I cannot describe what was in it because I'm not live, but you will be banned.
Yeah. That's best not to do that.
It was very offensive. That is besides other. It's me and this one friend. We have like a. How do you say? Fascination with anything or very obscure and extreme and obscene.
Yeah.
To a point, but he taught me most of those things. Like, you know, at some point in your youth, you see some things on the like the internet will shock you at some point, of course.
Yes.
And you think this is it.
Hmm.
This man showed me things. That's so insane. That when finally one of the 2 people that wanted to get rid of us in our own server, he hosted,
Hmm.
and like us 2 were the 2 mods of the server. So it was that's quite the audacity to try to kick us out, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They one of them was a streamer as well, the girl of the 2,
Right.
and her Discord server got raided by people,
Oh.
completely filling it with poop sex.
Ah.
And every other, like half a year before, if I wouldn't have met my one friend before, I would have been completely grossed out, disgusting. This is the most disgusting things I've seen. But because of my friend, what he showed me, and like he kind of like, how do you say, desensitized me too.
Yes. Yeah. He's showing you
I
probably
went
worse
into-
things.
I went into that server and was like, this is mainstream shit.
Yeah.
It was nothing. Like, I'm not saying I enjoy those things. I'm kind of like,
Yeah. It doesn't
I
shock
hate
you
looking
anymore.
at it as well. It's horrific to see most things, but it's just it's kind of like morbidly fascinating, like what some people are into.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some. Yeah. A lot of weird stuff. By most modern standards, or any kind of societal standards, but then people enjoy it some reason.
And like those things we recreated the statues. That's basically what the server was.
Okay. So it's almost a tribute to the weird things that are on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, a lot of it was nude, so you would be mad.
Yeah.
As that would not be nice to a certain friend you have met. He was featured a lot in that server.
Ah.
like nine, like 9 to 10, maybe like 20 statues of him, mostly nude.
Ah.
Yeah, he has some kind of, like they say, bad relationship with the friend that's good with computers. They don't sit well with each other.
Yeah, I can understand that, I suppose.
So the one friend, he filled the whole server with tributes to him.
Hmm. How do you place maps upon a...
First, you need to get something called a frame, or
frame?
item frame.
Item frame, okay. Ah, okay. Item
Place
frame.
those.
Cool.
Did left one, I don't know what the glow one does.
I'm assuming it just kind of glows.
No clue.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want it to glow.
You kind of place the item frames first.
Yes. Just make the square or whatever. Just a couple, you know?
Yeah. Then you can...
Then you place the maps on those.
Okay.
And
Ah,
you need to do the correct order because otherwise it don't make sense.
yes.
And
Okay, probably need to move those over slightly.
like that, yes, this is how you do it. So now
Hmm.
you probably understand why it took so long for me, because at some point you're in such a so far away from your original wall that
Mm.
it's hard to know how far do I exactly need to fly to map this.
Yeah.
So that was the difficult part for me. So it was a lot of trial and error. Honestly, if you really want to do this like a proper way, which I also did not,
Mm.
you should just make one map, go north until you're out of that one map, click, continue doing that until you have about 20,
Right.
keep doing that, and then I'll place them, because then they would all also be in order in your backpack.
Ah, gotcha, yeah.
Of course, I didn't do that either, so that's why it took me 2 days to make my map.
Ah. Cool, now
I like those glow frames, they give light out to themselves.
yeah. So you
I'm not
actually-
going to replace mine though, it's
No,
it's not worth it.
no. But that's good to actually see, to see the coast area.
I'll place some fire around my... if I knew this beforehand, I would have made them glow as well. It looks nice.
Yeah. So it doesn't produce a lot of light. Boy, actually, I suppose it is. Well, let's go to this torch here, see how much.
Yeah, it's night. I'll fly to mine and I'll show you what mine looks like, because it's way darker than yours.
Mm. Yeah, it's not really lighting up the area, but it means you can read the map in the dark.
You can read it well, like... I mean, it's not like you can't read mine, but yours just look nicer. Yeah, I'll show you. Screenshot. I wish I would have done that.
Hmm. Well, you know, next time, next map you make.
I don't know if I do this a second time.
Okay, yeah, it's still visible. You can still see that.
Yeah, but I do really like the look of yours.
Hmm.
Let me see yours. Yeah. I can see the part you have.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to do what you did. That seemed like too much work.
It was.
but it's very cool.
Now it's done. I feel like it's wouldn't be. Let's say we make some side tracks, we build further. It wouldn't be too hard to get an excellent line out of it.
Yes.
But the main problem is why it was so hard for me is that uh, I weirdly started actually with what you have, so around the beginning part with the coastline,
Right.
and then I did the part with where I actually placed the map itself,
Okay.
and I had to fill in the gaps, and that was difficult because I couldn't really follow like a natural line of where I stopped and continued. I had to fill a lot of gaps.
Right. Yeah.
And that's when it comes in that you don't exactly know how far you need to fly for that one gap you have.
Gotcha. Yes.
It's a lot of trial and error, which sucks.
Yeah.
I also was like halfway done, and then I found out I misplaced most things, and I connected some things that shouldn't be connected, so I had to destroy the whole thing from like a certain point up, and like do it again. I mean, take the forest below Nix's house, like to the south on the map, and then a forest more to like the upper right. Only the square part that you don't see the difference.
No.
But I wanted it to be correct.
Yeah.
So I made some mistakes, those kind of things. So like, even with the sea, then I would zoom in and I saw it was a slightly different shade of blue. So I had to go back. It wasn't the correct one. Because you wouldn't see it that much on the map, but it's actually like a, how do you say, like a gradient in it. Very small one, but when you mess it up, you will see it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm happy. Happy it's got that little section of map.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly where you are when I look at my maps. I hate that I cannot make a copy of. That would have been easy. Because my map with the whole track, it would have been nice to have that, like, let's say every after the long line of track to have like a corner and like, okay, you're at this point, so if you want to go back, you go there. So
Yeah.
they should have made it easy. Well, there would have been one way to do it. That would have been if I would have kept every piece of map I had, but since I had a lot of duplicates because of mistakes, I didn't keep them.
Yeah.
If I would have first mapped everything I have here, kept every map, put it like neatly into a box, like in a chest,
Yeah.
and recreated with every map, like going from upper left is map 1, like number them all correctly, because mine weren't numbered correctly either. Keep them in the box and then go places, and because the thing is with your map and my map, even though they show the same thing, they're not the same map according to the game. They're not connected. So if you would update yours, you won't update mine. So if I would have made like 6 maps from the same map, then it would also auto-update it every time. But
Right. Gotcha.
maybe next time.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know these things otherwise.
I don't really have a reason to start a new server with everyone.
No.
I mean, I just would like to continue building this one.
Yeah. There's no reason to sort of change off. There's plenty of space still.
It's infinite. It's Minecraft.
Well, yeah.
That's the fun thing about Minecraft. I would say it's a game that can play on like 2007 era of smartphones.
True.
But
yeah.
also can fuck up the most strongest gaming PC if you want.
Yeah. If you load a ton of mods on there, you can really make it struggle.
But if Vanilla is able to do it, if you just keep
Well, yeah.
exploring more and more and more, and just
It's infinite
so
expands.
infinite expand, then you do like make a whole known world into TNT by commands, then you explode, then your PC dies.
Yeah.
I saw there's a video of a child that's allowed to play Minecraft on his mother's phone.
Ah.
He makes a gigantic TNT block. He loads it, like he lights it on fire,
Right.
and the moment he clicks, the screen goes white, and it says, "Welcome to Samsung.
Ah.
Help us set up your phone." And deleted the whole phone.
Oh wow.
No more there was anything.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that section. Let's
Like a Mayan temple.
yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Kind of like a Mayan sort of an ancient civilization kind of thing. Maybe slightly extraterrestrial.
Yeah, definitely the inside.
Hmm. And maybe they worshipped ancient aliens from the skies.
Well, if you watch enough, I don't know what's like in UK, but if you watch History Channel in the Netherlands,
Yeah, yeah. History Channel here is
it's
not.
the same.
Yeah, you have the ancient aliens with the aliens guy.
But I
Yeah.
just truly love like how you think of ancient Romans and you just forget the aliens, but they were there if you listen to History Channel.
Everything in History Channel was done by aliens, they
Yeah.
claim. And I've seen an like a quote unquote documentary about how the Romans were actually um, like helped by aliens, and the Incas and the Mayans and the Egyptians and the Greek.
Hmm.
But even to like more modern eras during Victorian ages, then they have like proof that certain figures were actually aliens.
Oh.
Probably in a couple of years we'll get the World War II done by aliens.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've seen it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah? Okay.
So what do you think?
But the fun thing is, if they can keep coming with certain ways how they tell it, then it almost sometimes starts to be believable.
Hmm.
I mean, of course it's not, but
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah,
you.
but they are just really convinced of it themselves.
Yeah.
Or pretending to be. So they can actually convince us because they just know it's the truth.
Hmm. Yeah, if you kind of
and then
twist it around enough, you go, well, anything could be aliens. I think I've heard something about like the British royal family are aliens, or at least lizard
Oh.
people.
those hours they say.
Yeah.
It was King's Day yesterday.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Ours are aliens, but also lizards.
Okay.
Well, in my village there was it was quite small,
Right.
like one street with a flea market, and it was mostly since out small children. So not much for me.
No.
Um, and that's it.
Hmm. Cool.
I didn't go to any other city to witness it.
Yeah. It was interesting to see Amsterdam on King's Day, but I don't think I'll do it again. It's too busy.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah. Like it's a case of like trying to find rich roads you could actually walk down. That wasn't just like people.
Like none.
There's like I remember we were walking down like one of the roads and it's like we can't even get down here because it's just people. It's not like there's a lot of people. It was just nothing but people. So we kind of it was good. Would have been quicker to turn around and find another route.
Yeah, I walked around Amsterdam on King's Day some years.
Hmm.
Even Almere can be like that. You just cannot
Ah.
get through.
Yeah.
Because you were there the day before King's Day at Almere.
Yes.
the day itself can be horrific. But over here, it was. In one way, it was quieter when it comes to the flea market and the people, but since it's like rural and more like traditional slash conservative,
Hmm.
more people have like a certain value to it. So there is definitely more decoration by like private houses,
Okay.
a lot more flags, and it's the same with um, Liberation Day we have in a week.
Right.
It's way more alive here, but also Almere was built in the 70s. So Almere never was occupied by the Germans, of course, because it literally didn't exist in the 40s.
Ah, yeah.
But over here, there's like you can read the history of houses that was occupied, or who lived there and who go to the concentration camps. Like there's a lot of people here are second generation from parents that witnessed it through it.
Oh.
So it's really alive here.
Yeah.
The whole celebration of the being liberated by the British and Canadians,
Yeah. That's cool.
which I enjoy saying because the Americans get angry when I say. But I mean, of course, America did a lot of things in World War II as well. But my country was liberated by the Canadians and the British. It just was.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah. There's a lot. A lot was done by a lot of countries, but not as much as America likes to think.
That was like, no, we saved the whole of Europe. Like, no,
There's quite a large group over here that claim that the Russians saved us.
Oh.
yeah, but that's the same people that believe in the reptilians.
That's true, but
Yeah.
just wanted to point it out.
Yeah. That figures.
They claim the Allies never landed in Western Europe and that Russia saved the whole world and was kind enough to give it to the. That's like Soviet Russia would have been kind enough to give countries to others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Russia's actually known for giving, especially Soviet Russia. for giving
No, because
all-
current Russia is so great with empathy and keeping its hands off other territories.
Yes.
But I claim some of them give, and there's some truth in there, weirdly,
Hmm.
is that there's a big graveyard filled with Soviet soldiers that died in World War II in our country,
Oh.
which is correct.
Yes.
Only thing is, these were soldiers that were captured, and like, when you look at like the East Front, they kept far away from the front, so they took them to Western Europe to work here in the German factories and shit.
Oh.
And I know a lot of them, they rebelled during the when the Allied, like the British, became more near and near, so they stopped working for the Germans. You know, they laid down their tools and tried to fight with the liberating Canadians.
Oh. Okay.
In that process, of course, dying while fighting
Yeah.
as well.
No.
So yeah,
Hey,
and
Nix.
they will. Hello, Nix. And they, of course, were also honored to, have the symbols of their own country. Because in a way, yes, they also fought for the freedom of my country.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was a Russian, like, they say, a Russian force coming towards us. It was just like individuals that happened to be locked up here.
Yeah. Hey, Nix. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. You managed to sort everything out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can relax with some Minecraft now.
What day do you like celebrate when that you won the war because you were not occupied?
I think is it VE Day? I think they celebrate.
What day is it? Like 9th of May? Because I think that's when the Germans officially gave up.
Yeah, Thursday the 8th of May this year.
The 8th.
Mark 80
Today.
years since the Second World War.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hmm. Yeah, we have a VE Day, so like Victory in Europe Day.
Yeah, there's also the Civic War, of course.
Yeah, so is that next week? Week after? Yeah, week after. So we've got 2 weeks until VE Day.
It's next. I think it's next Monday for us.
Okay,
Yeah, it's next Monday for us, 5th of May.
right.
Which also confused some Americans because why would you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Like we don't, but
Hmm.
you know. Also, like why the U.S. that? Like it's a U.S. national, but
Hmm.
Americans, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of Americans, have you heard that Trump told like the very big magazine, like Time magazine or something?
I think I saw something, yeah, pop up online about him.
He made great deals with at least 200 different countries.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the planet Earth has exactly 195 countries.
Mhm. He's that great. He did deals with countries that aren't even countries.
Yeah, he's thinking about splitting Greenland into 5 countries, so that's why he wants it.
They're all American.
Yeah. That's the red, white, and blue lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's theories that he's actually sort of senile and he's kind of struggling mentally, but he's just got some very good people around him to help it look like he still knows what he's doing.
That's not good, people, because it definitely does not look like he knows what he's doing.
No.
It's
Well,
a mess.
yes, but probably making it look like less of a mess. But it's hard to know how much of it is just like negative propaganda against him to make him look worse, or if it's actually true and he is that bad. Obviously he's bad, but you don't know how much of it is trying to make him look worse. But I can believe it.
Yeah, the other side would be, which is equally as fearsome, maybe even more, that he knows exactly what he's doing, but he knows that playing dumb is the way to talk to the US people.
Yes.
That he's very aware that the only language they understand is dumb.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
think
weird.
he was recorded saying that he loves dumb voters.
Yeah.
And so you think, well, that's kind of an obvious one. He likes the. I think the actual quote of his is he loves the uneducated.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a sound bite somewhere of him saying that. But you can understand why.
Like from time to time, it's been a while for me, but it happens a lot in my country.
Hmm.
Probably yours as well. You get an email or a text or a WhatsApp message from your bank
Yeah.
or the police that says there's some problems and you need to give some money, etc.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
They always have some very bad spelling mistakes in them.
Yes.
A couple. My father led some time ago that it's not that this is done by people that do not care and do not know the language well. This is done by people that by having the spelling mistake test, because if you are dumb enough to believe the message with the spelling mistakes is really from your bank, then you're dumb enough to keep being like suck dry for money.
Ah, okay. So it's
There's
like in
actually a test to see who can we really get, who's like as low, like who's dumb enough to really be robbed.
yes, yes, makes sense.
So what if Trump is doing the same thing?
Yeah, yeah. It's an intelligence test, and whoever's going with it is open to manipulation.
I honestly don't believe Trump is dumb. Like, I think a lot of it is actually fake, or but I do believe he's a spoiled brat that
Oh yeah,
acts out when he doesn't get what he wants.
oh yeah. I can fully believe that. But yeah, for even like his first term, I thought, well, is this guy smart and playing dumb, or is he dumb and just getting lucky? But then it's yeah, you just don't know. Is he just getting where he wants to get because he has money and he's a bully and he just says
Like,
things?
of course, he isn't some kind of genius. There are smarter people out there,
Oh yeah,
but he's definitely not like as dumb as people want him to be.
true. Yeah, he has to know something in what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's like the whole kind of market crashing and imposing the tariffs makes the whole world go into panic. But then the cost of shares and the markets become cheaper. You can move money around a lot easier.
I'd say, at least in my country, I haven't noticed much from it.
Hmm. Now, we've been mostly okay here. But he kind of left the UK alone to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But he still wants to like do deals with the UK. Like, okay, he wants our health service. He wants to provide us with like low quality food.
American food.
Yeah. So yeah, he wants our food standards to be lower so we can import American food. Then he wants us to change our views on kind of like people's rights.
Yeah.
And so if we do all of that, then he will do some good deals.
I think maybe, but I don't know much about it. That I don't notice much from the whole American tariffs thing. That I think in the end the biggest trade partner of my country is Germany. It always has been, except for the 40s,
Right, yeah.
and it will stay like that.
Hmm.
I mean, I know the biggest like economic crisis we had was in the 30s. We had because the Germans had it so hard.
Right, yes.
Because the Germans have no money, they can't buy our stuff,
True.
and they don't. Like Germany is a big country with a lot of people, needing to buy things, but they don't have harbors,
No.
and we do have them.
Yeah.
So everything the Germans want needs to come through Rotterdam.
True.
But that's where a lot of Dutch money lies.
Yeah, you're very fortunate you have your kind of access to the sea, which makes you a very good trade country.
I mean, in 2008, the crisis we had, I was too young to really notice it.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't buy my own food or anything.
Yeah.
I was like 11 years old. I did hear my father complain, but
Hmm.
the one I did notice was the one during COVID and the one when the war started.
Right.
That's when I started to notice things in the grocery stores, like empty shelves, high prices, very high gas.
Right, yes.
But it kind of went down a bit, except the grocery stores, they kept the coffee prices because why not,
Yeah.
But I remember my father, for example, really feeling like a very bad crisis coming during COVID, like a lot of people losing everything they owned, and it in the end people kind of got through, I'd say. I
Yeah.
mean, not trying to like downplay it, and a lot of people, especially small businesses, died, but in the end, I'd say it could have been worse.
Oh yeah. Always could have been worse.
Because even those times we were able to sell our house quite quickly. So that's nice.
Yeah, it was even here it was a bit difficult in places, but you could still sell houses and stuff and kind of get by.
2008, that crisis, no one bought a house. No one.
No.
That's why we rented for a while.
Ah,
Because of my father. My father's job is all about the economic things, and trade.
yes.
He saw it coming, so we were looking at a new house,
Ah,
and he just knew if I don't sell this month, I'm not gonna sell it. But the new house took 1 year to build because it was like a new building project in Almere.
okay, yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I need to sell it today, and then we'll just rent a place for a year until it's done, because otherwise I will be sitting with 2 mortgages."
Yes.
So we did that, and we actually had neighbors when the building project was done. Like the whole neighborhood, they all became like new neighbors, like instantly, because building project done, everyone moves in.
Yeah.
There were a couple of neighbors that had owned 2 houses for a year,
Ah,
because no one would buy.
no.
No, our last house, it's I won't say numbers.
Mm.
I'm not. I don't know what's like in UK, but in Netherlands you don't talk money actually.
No, it's something you
But maybe
could,
it's you. Huh?
yeah, something you generally keep private, sort of. But
Yeah.
yeah.
The European thing maybe, because like Umi told me,
Mm.
like Turkish culture, when you just met someone, it's more than normal to just tell them like, how much money do you make, and then you don't give them, you don't even say a lot or not so much. You give them a number.
Yeah.
A Dutch person would be like, like very offended if you would say that, like how much money you make with your job.
Yeah.
You don't ask that.
No.
In his culture, he said it's as normal as saying like, you like the weather,
Mm.
It's very weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it kind of opens you up to like judgments. Okay, well, if you make small money, then you must not be very good.
From like my mother has Turkish friends, and of course I know Umit, and both told me that what's like the most normal thing of a Turkish wedding is everyone gives gifts and money, which have a certain value, of course.
Yeah.
And then there's a big announcer, and then he said, from the uncle of the groom, a gift worth 1,000 euros, and everyone's like, whoa. And then they're like, his other uncle gifted them this gift worth 250, and everyone's like, oh, that's a cheap uncle. Uncle, and he doesn't have much money, so everyone keeps giving more.
Right.
I mean, in the Netherlands, it's. Are you gonna lock them in?
Yeah.
You don't do that. That's taboo.
Yeah.
But over there, you go to a Turkish wedding and your name gets announced. Like Paul, he just gave a very small gift, or
Mm.
he gave the biggest gift. What did they tell that? That's
Yeah.
yeah, we don't do that here.
No. Yeah, that's quite
But yeah,
quite weird to
Sorry?
think about doing that kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so for me, not saying numbers, but we did get people fighting over the house, like bidding war. So we did make more than we wanted a bit,
Yeah.
and we sold it in a day,
Nice.
kinda.
Yeah.
But like when I mean a day, I mean of course it was put on sale. People said I'm interested. Then we had like people looking at the house. Get a tour by the real estate dude.
Yeah.
And the next morning we got the offers and we accepted.
Nice.
But that's mainly because it's Almere, and not that Almere is such a pretty town, but it's a little bit cheaper than Amsterdam, but it's a 10 minute. Yeah, you've done the travel. It's nothing.
Yeah.
And everyone works in Amsterdam. So everyone wants to own a house in Almere because in Amsterdam you pay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a house there, but a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Probably same as London.
Oh yeah, yeah. Most people, like, if you work in London, you don't necessarily live in London. And if you live in London, you have a lot of money.
Yeah, I do know my father has like his office in London. The people that do live in London live in an area of London that is still 1 hour travel to the office.
Yes.
So they really live on like the border of London.
Yeah, and London as like a district is huge. Like, you can spend easily like an hour and a half, 2 hours going from one end to the other.
Yeah. So they don't live in the center
Hmm.
because I don't know what the part is called where his office is, but it's when I think of London, in my eyes it's a bit the same as Amsterdam, like old houses. When I was a tourist as well, everything in like this kind of Victorian-esque architecture.
Yeah.
And he sent me a picture of like the area his office is in and was like, that looks like US. That looks like New York or whatever. It's just
Mm.
nothing but like metal skyscrapers.
Oh yeah, like the business district right in the centre of London is very much New York.
Yeah, so but yeah, with like 8 people offering room bidding on the house.
Yeah.
Everyone more than asking price except one, and that I've told you, I think, that kept sending us letters with like how much they wanted it and trying to work on our emotions. So like, yeah, I mean, you can have it. Just give some more money than
Yeah.
the rest. Yes, but our children would love. There's such a nice school in the area, and our dogs already got used to the forest when stuff. I mean, not a real forest, but like to the nature in the neighborhood. Like, okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Just make a better offer.
Yeah.
They send pictures of the children, dogs, and parrots.
Yeah.
In the
Full.
mail.
Like-
In the mail, printed, not text, just in the mail. We opened the mailbox and there was pictures of their children.
Yeah.
Like our children would love your house. Please give it to no. Offer
Yeah.
money.
That's very weird. Like, they're proper like emotional blackmailing.
Yeah, but it didn't work much.
Oh.
I haven't built a thing yet. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's give this guy and his lambs a little bit more space. Just seems to can't spawn himself. Just seems to despawn. Just the llama has been led around by an invisible man.
Hmm?
Yeah, I shall leave him there. May I come back?
Nice.
There's an automatic door. That should work.
Niet voor mij. En niet voor bootjes.
Ja, letterlijk wel.
Cool. En deze gaan dood.
Mhm.
Ik vind het cool.
Dank.
Goed. Japanse onsen achtbaan.
Met een battle royale.
Also, the rumors were right. My fave Dutch wrestler came back on the 25th.
Oh, nice.
Gonna finish Croc on Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope so. Hoping I can 100% the levels I've not done so yet. And then do the boss.
Is it like a 100% thing just for you like to do that, or do you like unlock an extra?
Oh, you get
something
you get an extra boss battle if you get 100%.
Okay, yeah, some games have that.
Yeah, so you get like the crystal crystal boss. So it's you get to fight him again, but he's like made of crystal. But you can only do that if you collect the 6 gobos for each level. So I've got a few levels I need to go back and make sure I have 6. But there's only four, I think 4 more levels. I need to do that one. Most of them I've got 100% as I've played through. Yeah, hoping to finish Croc on Wednesday, and I can maybe kind of focus more on game dev again. So actually finish off the game I'm currently working on a bit quicker.
Or you play Fallout.
Oh, I could play for that.
No. Can you fish in Minecraft, or do you just need to like hit the fish?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Can't,
you have a fishing pole.
yeah. It's not something I've ever tried.
They're ignoring it.
Ah. Maybe you need like a lure?
Okay. I plan to finish Zelda on Thursday.
Nice.
Then I have to think about next thing.
Yeah.
I already 100. Nah, let's see. There's still content to do, some
Right.
side quests and some DLC, but I got all the trophies for Oblivion Remaster in 4 days.
Wow.
Now, I used to know live that game. It was my favorite game ever from since I was 13 till I was like 18.
Ah, yeah.
So I know it completely by heart. I know every exploit. Like most of them are still in there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I know exactly how to avoid every kind of weird ass. If they give you a puzzle or a maze, I know you can like clip through that wall and then jump there and there, and then you're at the end, etc. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
I went through it quite fast.
Hmm.
I know exactly how to make like a like game breaking overpowered build.
Nice.
Like mine can jump over mountains and swim in lava,
Oh.
which makes the other mazes they give you during some missions where things are divided by lava or like very tall walls very easy.
Yeah.
I know to like. Yeah. But it's not a small game, so
No.
I didn't really rush through. I played a lot.
Yeah, I suspect you'd have to get through that quickly.
Also, in defense of the game, it barely had anything in the achievement slash trophy list. It was just like besides separate side quests, it has like a main quest and like 5 other like storylines you can play, like from different like guilds you can join. You play their storyline.
Okay. Yeah.
It was all the trophies were mission based and we just like play the main story, play the Fighters Guild story, play the Mages Guild story, play the Citizens Guild story, play the Thieves Guild story. That's and
Gotcha.
play the Gladiator, like the arena story where you have to fight in arena.
Right.
So like most games, like especially RPGs, also have like at least get this level and obtain this epic weapon and at least do this and that. It didn't really have that. It's just like okay, you kind of just have to play some storylines and
Right.
if you know how to, if you know the missions literally by heart, because I've at least play like done the storyline of Oblivion 20 times in my life,
Okay.
and it was a no-brainer. You know how to do it.
Yeah.
But let's say it would have like the exact same type of like trophy slash achievements set as Skyrim, with also like certain achievements regarding max levels and certain accomplishments in combat, etc. I wouldn't have had it platinum already, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I suppose it's a much bigger game.
Yeah.
Probably
I
not for
don't
content,
know.
but for things you could do, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean the difference with Skyrim is they kept adding things as well, of course.
Right. Yeah.
Like Oblivion was from the time era. It just barely did not came out for like PS2 era. It just came out around the time Xbox 360 was released.
Right. Yeah.
So it was really made in a way like, okay, we made this game and it had to work, and you get, this is what you get.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't without day one patches and add-ons and shit much.
True. Yeah.
And I remember Skyrim. I played that as well for a while. One day I woke up, I played Skyrim, I had an update, fine, and suddenly I could fight on horseback, which never was possible before that. So they just like, oh, this is a fun idea, let's give an update.
Hmm.
So they added and added and added, and I think Skyrim eventually even bought, or maybe they didn't even pay, they just took some mods, like some very
Oh yeah.
very
Yeah.
popular mods, and were like, okay, this is like vanilla content now.
Yeah.
Like someone made a great mod where you can build your own mansion. Now you can do that anyway.
Yeah. 'Cause I think I did hear something about like the people who made the mods didn't really get anything for having those mods put into the vanilla.
No, but like in a way, I mean, yes, it's like it sucks for those people,
Yeah.
but legally, I'd say it's not that because all the modders did was technically already mess with someone else's work,
True.
with
Yeah.
the assets that were already created by that person, and if that person, like that team, decides like, okay, we're gonna use our own assets to make this kind of content,
True.
no
Yeah.
judge would tell them they're not in the right. I mean, when you say it like,
Yeah. It's derivative of the original work, so it's not like it's.
morally, it's a bit mad because someone you took someone else's work, but on paper it's 100% all right, I say.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, someone's put some work in, but it was because it came from their work to begin with. It's the right still it's still holding to them.
Yeah. Because I know there's like some people that actually made money off of Oblivion HD remaster mods. They literally just took fans. They took Skyrim's engine and graphics and rebuilt Oblivion in it. It's called Sky Oblivion.
Yes. I've heard of that one.
And a lot of fans and some devs of the game. Well, the devs that I've heard like on like in the open on the social media, they're very happy with remaster. But I've heard some people say that behind the scenes they're not happy with it
Right. Okay.
because they were also like selling like some mods do, also on Sims.
Yeah.
Like I made a new update to the mod. Do you want it? Like you can have it next month, or you subscribe to my Patreon.
Gotcha.
a bit
Yeah.
earlier. They were making money out of having a HD remake of Oblivion, and now Bethesda done their own.
Yeah.
And a lot less people are like feel the urge to get the Patreon of the Sky Oblivion people.
True.
And they were kind of angry, but I'm like, you do not have the right to be angry. Bethesda has the full right to remaster and remake their own games.
Yeah.
And they don't own you anything. Some people disagree with me, but I'd say
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah. Like they don't. They hold all the rights, and so they legally can do what they want with that. But I can understand why people would be upset. But
No one was upset with the Red Alert remasters, by the way, of the Opera community, because everyone knew Opera was better anyway.
yeah.
I mean, like, if you want better graphics, yes, but the fun thing is Opera actually made the mechanics of Red Alert more modern than the remakes did.
Ah.
Way more comfortable and shit.
Yeah.
Opera is great.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
love Opera.
So yeah, so it's kind of put together by the community, so it's got everything that people want.
Yeah, they even, like, with the one I sent you, that's not officially out, so you have to get, like, the... I think I've sent you through, like, a media file link
Yes.
of Tiberian Wars
Yes.
or Sun.
Yeah.
At least part 2, I was confused the two.
Hmm.
They actually added factions that were only in Command & Conquer 3
Ah.
and made them into the graphics of Command & Conquer 2, and you can play with them in Command & Conquer 2, like the screen and stuff. It's really cool.
Ah. Yeah, that is cool.
And but also a lot of people really like that, like Nord had in part 2 had some. They liked like a cyborg sub faction it had in it. They completely fleshed it out and made it into like a full faction. So now you can play with like the cyborgs and stuff in it, like a full cyborg faction.
Oh, nice.
And you have a mutant faction that's also new, I think, which is basically a combination of everything else, but like highly like toxic and mutated by the Tiberian.
Oh, yeah.
So you can get like normal GDI troopers, but they're like zombies with all like weird clean things growing out of their heads, and
Ah.
they're like way weaker because of that, but they are immune to Tiberium and very cheap and very fast to build. It's lovely.
Yeah.
But there's like 6 factions instead of the 2 we knew.
Yeah, that's what that makes it more interesting and sort of opens up the tactics a bit more.
But yeah, I love it.
Hmm.
But I think would still be a great Steam game.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, and Opera, it's the original Command & Conquer, it's the original Red Alert, and it's June 2000,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is built on the same engine as the original Command & Conquer,
Yes.
just in the June setting. But
Yeah.
it even, when you just buy, let's say, like, it has like unique June units, they have their own symbol, but when you just buy a regular foot soldier, it's the same picture as the GDI soldier and shit, you know?
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's basically just a it's almost like more feels like a reskin of a Command & Conquer game. It's more like a fan mod that's like, hey, let's put Command & Conquer in the Dune universe.
Gotcha.
But it isn't. It's official. I think it's made by the same devs or something.
Yeah.
It's Aussie time. So
Ooh, yeah.
That's-
It won't be on for much longer. So,
But yeah, if you download the official Opera, you get all 3, and if you want the unofficial release of the Command & Conquer 2, then you already have that. I've sent it to you.
yes. Thank you.
But I know they're not completely happy with it yet, so that it's more like a beta. But
Yeah.
I haven't found any problems yet.
Cool. Yeah. I will give it a go at some point.
That's awesome.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll wrap the stream up shortly.
Well, you talk with Nix about what I said.
Yeah.
Especially, I was wanted to bring it up, but then I, of course, got distracted, and now it's 10:30. But
Yeah. So
but
we're good.
especially I really want to stream one day. It's
Yeah.
just it doesn't work well for me.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll DM you why. Well, the zoning out is a big reason. Like most, what people see, either I'm building so focusedly I'm not talking, or when I talk to chat or you, then I'm flying around, which isn't that much fun either
No.
to see. So this
Cool.
would start with the gameplay.
Yeah. Righto.
But I'll tell you the other. Yes. Okay. Have a good night.
Yep. I'll be back on Wednesday.
Right. Thanks for the
Yes.
games. See you on Wednesday.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the crocodile.
Yes. Right. I'll see you then.
Good night.
Good night.
I think I've done as much as I fancy doing on here today. You got much left to do on here, Nix?
No. Well,
No.
I've still got quite a few levels to do, but I'm done for today. I've got a banging headache. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll speak to you straight off the stream if you want them.
Okay.
Okay. I'll speak to you shortly. Bye. Right, we could end the stream there, folks. I've got a bit of a neck ache going on and to get some rest. So, I'll be back on Wednesday trying to finish off Croc, the Legend of the Gobbos. Then on Friday doing some more game dev. So, hope to see you there. Enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for watching. I shall see you then. Good night.